can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tell.
Hello, beautiful people. How's everyone? I hope everyone's doing really good. What's today? Saturday? I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. So, my little guy has a fever. So, this isn't going to be a very long live stream because I get worried and I have to watch him closely and follow him around and never let him leave my sight. Because I'm one of those paranoid moms. But, when they go back to school, the weather change and, all that stuff. So I did give him some medicine and it's going down. He's good, but I still need to watch him. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, Faith. Hey, Felony Melanie. Hey, B Kush 79. Hold on. I'm going to butcher this. Aesop's Inspiration. Sorry if I didn't say that right. Hey, Care Bear. Mama's the Boss. You know, that's right. Chronically Be Queen Bee. Stranger Clegan. Always good to see you. Koala Lover. Cynthia. Hey, Sparkle. Love you. Hey, Ms. Maz. Goose, how are you? Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Jaleesa. Tisha. Jamie. Wow, it's good to see all of you guys. Okay. I didn't think there would be this many people in here because I'm sure not a lot of people care about this topic, but I do. So I want to talk about this for a minute, couple minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. I hope you guys had a really good day today. I did. I went to Target. That's always a good day. That's my son's second home. He loves Target. But I think going to school, being around all the germs and all that kind of stuff, being exposed to that, I knew it's inevitable for these kids to get a cold, stuff like that. You just got to make sure you're watching them because you just never know. So I'm just watching him very closely, but he's playing. He's fine now. Good. I'm glad some people care. I obviously you guys care because you're in here, right? But like I said, I wasn't expecting many people because it's not a topic that people want to face, and this is really, really pissing me off. I actually wanted to do a live today that I actually scheduled for tomorrow because I think it's very important for me to talk about these types of things because this is what I talk about. This is what I do. So thank you guys so much for being here. I love y'all. Thank you. And I am not going to get too mad while I'm talking about this. I'm going to try not to. But I want to talk about the new Little Mermaid. Okay, which some of you guys know, some of you guys don't. I think everybody knows that the new Little Mermaid, Hallie, however you want to call her. I call her Hallie. Halle Bailey is the new Little Mermaid. And Halle Bailey is Black. One of the reasons the producer said that he picked Halle is because her voice is absolutely gorgeous. She has the most beautiful voice that you will ever hear. And I think that is what the Little Mermaid is about. Her voice. Okay? It's her voice. The Little Mermaid, I know all the songs The Little Mermaid, it's her voice that captivated everyone. It's her voice that the queen wanted. And that's the reason the producer wasn't looking at this like, I don't think the producer was looking at her color, but I think he knew that her color was going to be a problem for some people. However, that he casted Haley specifically for her voice. Now, there are some people who think, why would you cast a Black woman? Why wouldn't you just create another, pretty much asking why Disney won't just create another, film, another movie with Halle instead of recreating The Little Mermaid and using a Black woman. And they are basically saying color swap, all kinds of things like that. And it's getting very, very ugly. So the thing is I think it's very important. And the reason why I want to talk about this, and I talked about this when it first happened. She got casted in this role 3 years ago, you guys. And 3 years ago, people were making a big deal about it. But now the trailer's out. So people are making even more of an issue. I think people kind of forgot about it. It died down. But we knew Halle Bailey was casted as the Little Mermaid. And now I remember I did a Facebook Live about it. If I can find it, I'll show it to you guys. I was pissed because everybody was making a big deal about it and saying some horrible things, but now it's getting worse. And I think the reason why I'm talking about this now is because there are so many people who seriously want to pretend as though racism doesn't exist. You want to pretend like it doesn't exist. You want to sweep it under the rug. You want to act like it's not there. But it is. You can't erase it, and you can't pretend as though it doesn't when you see the things that you see. You can't pretend as though you can't pretend. And so many people always want to say, you know, Black people playing the race card. And I'm not saying no doubt that there are some Black people who do play the race card, but for the majority, they're not. Okay. So, yeah, this was when I used to do Facebook Lives a long time ago when I was a part of an MLM company. And I don't even think my team lead didn't even want me to talk about that. But that's around the time that I was figuring out that, you know, it's a pyramid scheme. MLM companies are a pyramid scheme. And I just started talking about whatever the fuck I wanted to talk about. And it just pissed me off then. And it's pissing me off even more now. So, as you guys know, some of you guys don't. Hold on, I gotta fix my light. As you guys know, and some of you guys don't, YouTube got rid of the dislike button. They didn't get rid of it. Us creators can still see it, but I don't ever look at it. Us creators can still see it, but they got rid of it because people, if you remember what was going on with James Charles, and happy birthday, Rianne, sweetheart. If you guys remember what was going on with James Charles, I guess YouTube said that the dislike button was affecting people's mental health. So they got rid of the dislike button, but somehow or some way, people found a way to get around figuring out the dislike button. And they figured out how to work it or some way around it. And they figured out that the trailer for The Little Mermaid has 1.5 million dislikes and I think 700,000 likes. So I don't know how whoever got around being able to see the dislikes, but people are paying attention to the dislikes and pretty much wanting Disney to not let this movie happen. But guess the fuck what? It's happening, okay? So get over it. But I want to show you guys the things that are very, very blatant racism that's going on Twitter. So they're kind of like having a watch party to keep track of the dislike button and how many people are disliking the new Little Mermaid. So I'm going to show you guys something. Hold on, let me pull it up. Thank you guys. No, don't. Sorry, you guys. I'm on mute. But it's a good thing I was on mute because I was yelling at my kids. Hold on 1 second. Why does it keep doing that? Hold on, you guys. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. No, stop that. Okay. So this is a watermelon. This is a watermelon that she's on right here. And it's the Little Mermaid. And if you guys don't notice, this is fried chicken between her bra or between her swimsuit. That's fried chicken. And it says, sorry, but I just can't allow my children to watch this shit. Okay. So these are some of the things that I didn't notice that fried chicken there. That's and some people can say that's funny. The shit's not fucking funny to me. Okay. Okay. It's just not. This young, beautiful woman does not deserve this. Halle Bailey is one of the most, she is not problematic at all. She keeps to herself. She sings. She has a beautiful voice. She is very classy. She doesn't deserve this all because she got casted for a movie. Okay? You guys are sick. So tell me again, you fucking idiots, that racism doesn't exist. Tell me it, because you won't. Okay? You guys seen these pictures, but I'm bringing it up again. Okay, so this is the Little Mermaid with Newport surrounded around her. And this is because there is a huge stereotype. You guys know racial microaggressive behavior. There's this stereotype that all Black people smoke Newports, which is not true. That's not true. White people smoke Newports too. Spanish people smoke New. Anybody who smokes, they smoke whatever the fuck they want to smoke. Okay. Excuse my language, but I'm very, very pissed. Okay. But this beautiful, she doesn't deserve this. This is absolutely disgusting. And you should be ashamed of yourselves. Okay. Just another one that I brought up. That's a pretty one that somebody made. My phone isn't. I can't have my phone right now. Okay. Then we have, hold on. Okay, so this is a really bad one. And this actually did get to me. Now, mind you guys, this is on Twitter. Where in the hell and why is this being allowed? The little slave. The little slave. You guys are sick. You guys are so fucking sick. And I hope you all burn in hell for putting this young, beautiful woman through this because you're just ignorant. Okay? That's all you are. You're just ignorant. Okay? Okay. There's one more I think that I wanted to show you guys. Let me see here. No, that's not it. Let me just go through all of them because I just took a whole bunch of pictures and whatnot. Okay, so let's see this. Let's see this meme right here. Okay. Sorry, you guys. This is a smaller picture, so I'm going to try to make it as big as I can. But you guys get the gist of this. Yeah, I can't make that bigger. Okay. So it says the only problem with the Black Little Mermaid, Ariel knew her father. So this is another stereotype, basically saying that most Black people don't have fathers. As if we grow up and this actually got to me. This actually brought tears to my eyes because the ignorance of these people, um, they're just disgusting. And first of all, let me just break that right here and right now. Okay. Some Black people grow up in a home with their father, some Black people don't. Okay. That is a huge fucking stereotype. It's not true. Okay. It's not true. And yes, it is definitely a problem in the Black community as far as uh, single Black mothers. However, that is not the entire Black community. Okay. I grew up with my stepfather that raised me. Okay. I'm a Black woman. I'm with my child's father, my children's father. Like, it's not, that is just a huge stereotype. And to sit there and act as though only white people grow up in the household with a father, like I said, it's a racial microaggression. And yes, this is definitely a trigger warning because it triggered me. So I don't want to trigger anybody else. Let me put that up. Where is it? I don't see it. Um, there it is. Okay. So hold on, let me see. I think there's one more that I will show you guys. Uh, but I think that's it. For goodness sakes. Okay. So the reason why I want to do trigger warning is because that triggered me. So if it triggered me, it can trigger other people. And I am disgusted. Oh, darn it. There was one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Hold on 1 second here. Share screen. So this here is the how I guess they're having like a party to keep track of the dislikes to the like ratio. How they were able to do this, I have no idea because YouTube got rid of this a year ago. So how they are able to get around this, I have no clue. But so it's 287K and 1 million dislikes. It's number 7 on the trending. But I think what pisses me off about this the most is that, are you like, it's so, oh my God. This is a cartoon, you guys, okay? And I can 100% understand how people could say, and we're about to go deep in a minute here. I can understand how some people can say, okay, this isn't right. You shouldn't be race swapping. Find, you know, a white woman to play the part of Ariel because Ariel is a white woman. I get it. I get it. And there are some people who might not like it. So don't watch. Don't watch. It's very, very simple. You don't have to watch it. Why the outrage? Why the racism? Why all of these things? Simply because there is, and it just shows you where we're at in America right now. to a point that people are so outraged at Disney because a Black woman is playing the Little Mermaid. This has definitely showed and shows where we're at in America, where our society is at. Okay? So, if you don't want to watch it, hold on. If you don't want to okay. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. If you don't want to watch this, then don't watch it. Okay? Leave it and go watch something else. Why would you sit there and cause so much hate and spew so much hate? And this young woman has done absolutely nothing wrong. All she did was get casted in a role. And he casted her because her voice is absolutely beautiful. Now, I would play some of her voice for you guys. And if I can find something to where I wouldn't get a copyright strike, I would play her voice is beautiful, you guys. I just know she is going to kill it as Ariel. And I will also want to say something. Okay? The Little Mermaid was one of my favorite movies growing up. I know all of the words. I know every character. I know everything that there is to know about the Little Mermaid. But let me tell you something. Okay? Sebastian. Okay? And this is actually something that my fiance brought up, but it's true. And this is something that I've always known because my mother used to tell me this. The story Little Mermaid is from African culture, you guys. So if you think about Sebastian in The Little Mermaid, if you've ever seen The Little Mermaid, how does Sebastian talk? He is Caribbean. He has an accent. He has an accent almost as if he's from the Caribbeans. I think I wish I could play his voice, but the point is that the Little Mermaid is from that story in itself is from African culture. Yes, Jamaican. Thank you, Care Bear. Caribbean, Jamaican. So what I'm trying to say is that Disney itself is a very shady, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call Disney. Okay. Disney has done a lot of shady, horrible things. They have put out so many subliminal messages. And if you don't believe in conspiracy theories, that's fine. But I guarantee you, once I do a show to show you guys about Disney and the conspiracy theories when it comes to Disney, you might change your opinion about Disney because they're to me, Walt Disney is actually the epitome of evil. Okay. But that's another story for a different day. But what I'm trying to say is that some of you guys don't know that much about African culture, Oshun, Yemaya. However, if you were to do your research, you would know that the Little Mermaid is actually technically they took that story from African spirituality. Okay. So for people to get, now listen, I could see if a Black woman was playing Snow White. Okay. maybe I still wouldn't be upset, but I would still kind of tilt my head like, wait, Snow White. Like, even, why even have a movie called Snow White in your freaking seven doors? Like, it's just, I could go on and on, you guys, about Disney. I can, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I will do that for a different time. But what I will say is this is something that I feel like is very easy. It doesn't have to be what it is, but I do think that it's an excuse for people to show their racism. So many people to show their true ass and how they truly feel about Black people in general. Okay? Because if you've ever heard Haley Bailey sing, then you would understand why she was casted for that role. Okay? As a white woman, I need to be educated every single day. I will never stop learning about racism. Amen, Stranger Clegan. And thank you for being open minded. I appreciate that. We are all children of God. Absolutely, we are. And if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. But why cause all this outrage and make all of these racist memes and literally troll this woman? Okay? I can't imagine what Halle Bailey is going through right now. I can't imagine how horrible she must feel. And then you have something like this happening to her. I can't imagine how she feels, all because she was casted for a role. And it's disgusting. She's done nothing, absolutely nothing wrong, except for being able to sing. And she's beautiful. She's talented. You want to go around bashing Disney? Go ahead, bash Disney. They're the one that stole the story from Black people anyway. So whatever. I can't wait to see it either. I am very excited to see it. And this is coming from somebody that used to watch The Little Mermaid every single day. Every single day. So I know that she's going to do an amazing job. I know she is. The only thing that I hope is that if anybody's seen the trailer, and I wonder if I can play the trailer, if anybody's seen the trailer, I truly hope that it's not going to be dark looking like that. You know what I mean? Like, I showed you guys the picture, and there doesn't look like there's any color to it, like colorful. It looks very, very dull. You know, I'm talking about I don't know, the contrast. It just, it didn't look right. Tia, did you watch the show? What show? The Little Mermaid. I know all of the words. I love The Little Mermaid. I cannot wait to see it. I used to watch it every single day. I know the words. Sebastian was my favorite. So I loved The Little Mermaid. So I was so excited. Listen, you guys, you have to understand, for people growing up like me as a Black woman, okay, Indian, whatever, growing up as a Black woman and seeing nothing but Disney white characters, that can affect you. But can you imagine and to see how many little Black girls were so overwhelmed with joy to see that there's going to be a Disney princess that looks just like them, that never has? Never has. I didn't get to see it. So you can imagine seeing all of these little Black girls. I've seen little Black girls, their reaction to it, like seeing it on like Instagram. Oh my God, she looks just like me. You are trying to steal that away. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. There has been nothing but white Disney princesses. And then they did the Princess and the Frog, and I was so happy to see that. Right, um Mama's the Boss. You're right. Then finally they did but it took them a long time to do that, Mama's the Boss. It did. It took them a long time. And once they did that, I was so happy to see that. But can you imagine how these little Black girls felt to see Halle Bailey being casted for this role? They're they get to finally see in real time, oh my God, look, a Disney princess that looks, she has the same color skin as me. It's something that we as Black women, I didn't get to see that growing up. So I'm so happy that little Black girls get to see that. And now you have racist idiots trying to take it all away and trying to take away the beauty in this. It doesn't have to be evil. It doesn't have to be about racism at all. It doesn't have to be about black and white. All it has to be about is a beautiful woman who got casted for a role who can sing. And if you don't like the fact that she's Black, then don't watch. It's that simple. You don't have to watch it. You don't have to boycott Disney and make all these racist memes, because think about Halle Bailey and how she feels. Someone who has made history, not necessarily history, but you guys know what I mean. And it's all she's being robbed of this. The joy is being taken out of this. The happiness is being taken out of this. The inclusivity is being taken out of this because she's Black. I just don't understand. You know what I mean? And then you see those types of things, and it's like you can't help but just cry. Because I think what makes you the most upset and what makes you want to cry when you see it is that it really is a reality check. It snaps you back into reality to realize, wow, racism is still very much here. It's still very much alive, and it's not going anywhere, you guys. And it's only going to get worse the more it's ignored. I've had so many people, especially since I've been on YouTube, talk about, oh, thank you, Care Bear. Yes. Let me read your super chat. Yes, there was a Black Deaf Mermaid on the cartoon show. Which cartoon show? And thank you so much for the super chat, sweetie. Those TikToks made me cry just seeing them so happy, knowing how big of a deal this is. Really put things into perspective for me and hurt my heart. It's very, very hurtful to see The Little Mermaid. Oh no, I never seen that show. I never seen that. So then ask yourself, I never seen The Little Mermaid show. That's something that I never seen. I will look it up. But then how come people weren't making a big deal out of that then? Like they are with this? Or maybe it's because social media wasn't around at that time, or people would have been making a big deal about it. Right? Here, I'll look that up on YouTube. It's called The Little Mermaid Show. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. I gotta put my hair up. You guys, I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm getting hot. Yeah, I never seen the show. I never seen that. But I guarantee you, social media, back then, I'm sure people complained about it. There wasn't any social media. So when you love from the heart in godly way, love has no shade. I agree, Mags. And why is anyone making a big deal about the race? Hold on, of a mythical creature, right? It's on the table out there. Yeah, well, that's true too. You're very right. You guys are very, very spot on. With everything going on in the world, this is definitely pathetic. People need to grow up and shut the fuck up. I agree. Don't watch, but shut the fuck up about color, period. I agree, Koala Lover. You guys, I just get so mad because I feel like it's just, like I said, I think the most thing that makes me upset is it's more or less it's a reality check. It's almost like, damn, I guess the world isn't where we would hope that it would be, you know? Yes, Liz, a fictional mythical creature for kids. Exactly. But yet everybody is throwing tomatoes, and you have to understand that this Hallie has, and I'm so happy she's handling this, you guys, in a very, very classy way. She's being very quiet. She doesn't need to say anything. Let the movie speak for itself. Um, because I know I have no doubt that she's did an amazing job. So let the movie speak for itself. But I'm sure this is hurting her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's being trolled. You know, you got more people disliking the trailer than actually liking it. So it's just very, very much sad in so many ways. And I feel bad for her because this is such a huge accomplishment for her. This is a moment that she's been waiting for. These Chloe, okay, there is Haley and Chloe, and they're sisters, and they are a duo as a group. Not a group, but they sing together. And then now they're kind of doing their own things separately. And for Haley to get casted in this role was a dream come true for her. And now you got everyone trying to take all of this joy away from her and make her feel like she's the most horrible person in the world because she got casted in a role. And like you said, over a mythical creature. Teaya, sadly, it's because people won't allow it to be over. If everyone would stop being racist, imagine what the world could be like for everyone working and pulling together. I agree. I agree 100%. 100%. So I want to show you guys something else really quick. So hold on one second. Sorry, guys, I had to get something to drink really quick. Okay. Let me pull this up real quick.
Remake of The Little Mermaid has continued to make headlines since the trailer was released last week during Disney's D23 Fan Expo.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Disney's latest remake has been engulfed in controversy ever since the casting of Hallie was announced in 2019, with racist backlash from fans over the casting of a non-white actress to play the lead. The trailer itself became a target for internet trolls after it received 1.5 million dislikes in 2 days. That's just crazy, leading the platform to disable the thumbs down button.
And The Daily Show's Trevor Noah had some really strong words for the racist backlash, slamming anyone who suggested that she looks nothing like the animated Ariel, while adding a little humor to the issue.
Actress Halle Bailey stars as Ariel in Disney's new live-action film, and she looks nothing like the animated Little Mermaid with red hair from the original 1989 classic. The trailer has received more than 1.5 million dislikes on YouTube. Then there are the ugly, racist tweets.
Now you see, you guys, this right here is world news or whatever. Everybody's fucking talking about it, right? Why is it that you have to bring so much attention to the fact that it has 1.5 million dislikes? Now, can you imagine how Haley feels? This was announced in 2019. She's been working her ass off since 2019 with this movie. And you have people going out of their way to dislike it and having a party watching how many dislikes this movie gets. You guys are disgusting. Not you guys. I love y'all. I'm talking about people in this world that are making such a big deal out of this. You're disgusting, okay? I just want you to know. This young, beautiful Black queen does not deserve this. She does not. She's young. I like Trevor. I wanted you guys to hear what he has to say.
The Little Mermaid is white, not black.
Really, people? We're doing this again? Huh? She looks nothing like they both have the tail, huh? They both have the red. She looks nothing like her. How do I even know that she's a mermaid? Once again, a bunch of internet racists are upset that a fictional character is being played by a Black person. And honestly, I don't know what the big deal is. You guys realize that Nemo was Black too, right? Yeah, that whole movie was about a fish who can't find his dad. Yeah. Calm down. I can say that because my dad left and he's white, so who's racist now?
That cracked me up when I see that, you guys. I love Trevor. He cracks me the fuck up, for real. But yeah. We'll let you guys listen to the rest of this.
This is so ridiculous. First of all, of course, the Little Mermaid is black, right? Everyone's name starts with Lil is black. Lil Wayne, Nas X, Lil Kim. Honestly, if you heard the Little Mermaid, you just assume that she's on the Cardi B, you know? With my wet flippers. So look, stop being ridiculous. It's imaginary. You know, I hope this scandal doesn't overshadow the rest of the movie. The Little Mermaid is a beautiful story about a young woman changing her core identity to please a man. Let's not forget about
It's so true.
I love him so much. Now instead of focusing on all that backlash, let's highlight the fact that Halle is playing the second Black Disney princess.
That's right. Yeah. Speaking with Canada's own Kishi Shante at D23, the actress said the most magical part of the experience was knowing that somebody like her was getting this opportunity. This movie would have meant so much to me as a little girl if I had the opportunity to see someone like you playing this character. What does it mean for you to play something so iconic? Wow. It means the world for me to play a character like this. Like you said, if I would have seen a woman who's my skin color on the screen when I was little, I think it would have changed so much for me and my whole perspective on life. So the fact that I get to do this is really surreal, and I'm just so grateful. And I just hope people really love what we've brought to the film. We also need to shine a light on this heartwarming thread that's going viral on Twitter of young Black girls all over the world reacting with pure joy after seeing a princess who looks just like them.
Why can't we see your face?
They're about to show it. Keep watching.
Oh, she's black! She's black! Yes! Oh my God! Oh my God! Yes! A black mermaid! Is he real? Are you sure that's the real her? She's brown like me. Mom.
What, baby?
She's brown like me.
Yeah, she's brown like you.
I'm so excited to see it.
We're gonna go see it when it comes out in the theater.
Yes.
How beautiful is that?
Beautiful, beautiful. But just a reminder of
That seriously made me cry, you guys, because it wasn't like that for me growing up. So I just think it's such a beautiful thing. And it pisses me off that people are ruining this for not only her, Haley, but for other people who wanted and waited to see this, especially young girls. So everybody who is taking away from this and putting this girl through this and trying to overtake the fact, what's the word I'm looking for? Overshadow, whatever, the fact that this is a Black woman. Shame on you. Shame on all of you. And if you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. But don't hurt people like this and put these types of things on the internet and spew so much hate over a fictional character. So that's what pisses me off. And when I see, you guys have to understand that growing up for me, I didn't get to see that. And it would have changed a lot for me and a lot of other Black women. And now you have this whole new generation who is so excited and so overwhelmed with joy to see this happening. She's the second Black woman to play a Disney princess. Think about that, you guys. She's only the second. And to take away from that and to put racist memes up on the internet and to act as though this is just the most horrible thing in the world, it's disgusting. That's all I could say. Welcome to the Glam Fam, Jen Stevens. I thought you were a member already. But welcome, sweetheart. Thank you for becoming a member. She is absolutely stunning with a voice to match. Yes, her voice is absolutely beautiful. She has a very, very pretty voice. I'm reading you guys' comments. Even little boys excited. Yes. And this is why it's important for us to teach your little black and brown girls to love themselves because there is so much hate out there in the world for them. I agree. I agree. Hi, Justin. How are you? Why white must bow down to black people? Just the whole thing is just it's very, very sad. It's very sad. When I seen the memes and just seeing how much hate is out there, and I don't even know how they even were able to get away with it on any platform without it being just immediately shut down. But it wasn't. I mean, it obviously was up long enough for people to screenshot it all around the world. All you have to do is Google it and you'll see. I was looking forward to Batwoman, and the movie got full taken down from that black actress. Really? Batwoman. I didn't know that. I'll have to look up that story too. I didn't know that. It's going to bring great joy to many, many young black and brown children. I agree. We all believe the same. Black girls of all skin tones deserve. I agree, Big Crunk. Thank you for keeping the chat respectful. All opinions are welcome and encouraged. Yes, please. Thank you, Stranger Clegan. I appreciate that. They were fine with Jaden Smith playing the Karate Kid with the first movie. The kid was white color. Shouldn't matter. I agree. Especially over, and I understand that there are people who just think that a different movie should have been created for Hallie, and she should have played that part. But the thing is that the producer, chose to cast Haley for this role because of her voice. She has a beautiful voice, and he didn't think anyone else could match her voice for this particular role. And that's okay. Some people, I guess, are very passionate about The Little Mermaid, and that's fine. You can be passionate about The Little Mermaid, but if it bothers you that much, don't watch it. You don't have to say, I can't let my kids watch this shit, and I'm done with Disney, boycott Disney, all of these things. And, watching how many dislikes it has, as if that's going to affect it. The movie is already made. Okay. It was announced, like I said, in 2019. So it's just, Hallie wanted to make me cry because I don't see that many black people play Disney princesses. And I'm so happy that a beautiful black woman gets a role as a Disney princess. I agree. Hey, Dave. It's good to see you. I was asking about you the other day. I remember when Lilo and Stitch came out, I was so excited, and some idiots went totally off. I remember that show. Hallie is beautiful, smart, talented black woman. She is a threat to exactly get uncomfortable when they see a positive images. Amen. That's it. You nailed it right there. Oh, okay, Jen, because I knew you were a member. I know all my members, so thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of you guys for being here and listening to me, and I'm sorry. Normally, I don't let my emotions get the best of me, but sometimes it happens, and I can't control it. Teaya, my niece, cried when wanting to buy a black baby doll, and the cashier said to her, "Why don't you want a a black doll and not a white doll, and I lost it and got her fired. So wait a minute. Let me read this again. My niece cried when wanting to buy a black baby doll, and the cashier said to her, "Why do you want a black doll instead of not a white doll?" I lost it and got fired. Oh my! You know, that's like the story. Where was the story at? Where this the parents, and obviously they're white parents, but their little girl loves black Barbie dolls, and they did like a whole like segment on it on I think ET or somewhere, where they were talking about she only likes black baby dolls. And I guess it was like never a big deal to her parents, which I thought were great. Her parents like whatever she likes, she likes. If she only likes black baby dolls, we're only going to buy her black baby dolls. And I thought that that was so cute. You know what I'm saying? That her parents never question her, never say, "Hey, you know, why don't you want," they've never ever asked her, "Why don't you want a white baby doll?" They've always said whatever she likes is what she likes. So I thought that was really cool that her parents embraced that. So, but hold on, let me take this off here. I don't know if we can watch the trailer, you guys, because hold on, let me look up something real quick. Thank you for the super chat, Phoenix. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't think I could look it up without getting a copyright strike, you guys. I love the Little Mermaid. I could care less what color she is. I do have biracial niece and nephew. Yes, a lot of people don't care. And I think that's amazing. You guys are amazing, but there are so many people that actually do. And it's not, I agree, justice for all. I agree. And let me tell you something right now. It's not, how do I explain this? Hold on, I'm reading comments. Yes, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Yes, exactly, Goose. They need to leave that baby alone and let her love on whatever color baby she wants, right? How stupid for somebody to say that. Good thing I wasn't in the store. I probably wouldn't have been able to keep my mouth shut. It takes a special type of evil to say that. I agree. Like, I don't know why anybody would say that to anybody. Like, I literally, like, that just, and it's so very, I don't know if you guys have seen this, and I was going to do a video about this, but I don't know if I'm going to or not because I need to do more research on it. But with Sesame Street, it could have been just been a coincidence, even though I'm a conspiracy theorist and I don't believe in coincidences, but there was a Sesame Street parade, and it's hard to explain. I think there might be a video that I can show you guys, but there was a Sesame Street parade, and you know how they have the different characters that are dressed up and everything, and the different characters were going around hugging their fans, like Elmo and Big Bird. Well, the one character, I can't remember what character it was, but they went and they hugged everyone except for the two little black girls had came up to hug them, and they wouldn't. Like, they just walked right past them and just waved. But then they walked past them and started hugging, you know, other people. They just didn't want to hug the little black girls. And then people started doing their research, and they found out that this is not the first time that this particular character has done this. So it's very much alive, it's real. And I think for some people, you don't want to talk about it, you want to pretend like it doesn't exist. I've had many people throughout my life, and even recently, this very racist creator, in my opinion, said that growing up around racism made me very bitter. Well, that's not true, because first of all, I was raised by a white man, for one. For two, one of my kids, all of my kids are biracial. So that's not it. It's just that one of the ways that people are dismissive towards Black people who are expressing their thoughts. And I do not like to say that anybody's racist without very blatant proof in front of my face. And I go by my experience throughout life. And to me, one of the ways that people are very dismissive when a Black person is trying to open up and say, look, I don't like the way you treated me. I've seen how you have said racist things in the past, and you put two and two together. But I think one of the biggest problems is people choose to ignore, or they choose to think that if you stop talking about racism, that it'll go away. But that's not the way it works, you guys. Like I said, you have to acknowledge things. You have to bring awareness about things. It's the way my mother raised me. And just like I said, the prime example, literally, if you have cancer, and that's, excuse me, that's what racism is to me. It's like a cancer, you know what I mean? That spreads and spreads and spreads because racism is taught, just like Justin just said, and I 100% agree. And it spreads and it spreads and it spreads. And if you just choose to ignore your cancer or ignore the tumor, what's going to happen? It just gets worse, right? It doesn't get better, it gets worse. And it's the same thing with racism. It would be very, very easy for people, not easy, but for a lot of people to ignore even what's going on with Halle Berry and just say, oh, forget them. But you can't do that. You have to acknowledge it, face it head on, and let people know, I see you. And you also need to be aware, you know what I mean? But also be very careful, because there's a difference between ignorance. I think ignorance and racism goes hand in hand, obviously. But sometimes people just are ignorant. And then there are just some people who hate people who are a different race than they are. So hold on one second. Yes, please be respectful and comment, but I think that suggests that costume might have low visibility. What costume? Did you see that video, Lucy? Yeah, I seen it. And I would have given, the Sesame Street character the benefit of the doubt, except for they found another video where she did that to other Black girls. So that's when it becomes no longer a coincidence, in my opinion. Hey, Brenda. Teaya, the show is on Disney. She's on season 2, episode 6. Okay, I will look for that because I didn't even know that there was. But like I said, was that back when there was no social media? Yes. Thank you so much, you guys, for keeping the chat respectful. I know this is very hard to talk about. My nephew is very dark, and it scares me that he could be put in danger by the color of his skin. And he's the sweetest kid around and would never treat any. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. You can't stick your head in the sand. Exactly. All of you guys are speaking facts, and I appreciate you guys, like I said, being respectful and at least trying to understand where I'm coming from. And that's really all I ask. I don't ask you, you can never see things, you might not be able to see things the way that I do. You know, you may not have even experienced it, but to be able to keep an open mind and say, I hear you, I understand, and I'll never understand what you've been through, but I hear you, I see it, and you don't pretend like it doesn't exist. That's what I respect. You don't have to even agree with everything that I say, but as long as you are able to acknowledge it, that's what I respect. She waved her finger. I must have missed a comment. Let me scroll up. But hold on, let me get my two boys because they're fighting. Okay, sorry about that. Hold on, let me look at the comments. Oh, many Teaya be in trouble. Nope, I was 16 then, I guess. Not so little, but do remember watching it. Yeah, I don't remember it for some reason. Maybe I did watch it and I just don't remember it. That was what the explanations from the party was. That not all of the costumes make it easy to see. If you look at who Rosita waved to, they were all at a distance or at eye level. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see something here.
Place being under fire this morning, the Popular Kids Amusement Park apologized after a video went viral that appeared to show a costume character snubbing two black girls. While there are claims of racism, the park is saying the video is not what it appears to be. TJ Holmes is here with more. Good morning, TJ.
Straight, let's stick with what you just said. The video is not what it appears to be. That's what the park says. So that's why I want everybody to see it for yourselves now, to our viewers. All right, so let's just roll the video. Take a look at it here now. Okay, you see the character coming, high-fiving everybody as it goes down the street. Gets to those two little girls. It appears to just flat out say no, and you see the little girls and their faces and their heart broken. Now, there was an initial statement the park put out that explained what you just saw.
Hold on, sorry, let me mute that.
The park says. So that's why I want everybody to see it for yourselves now, to our viewers. All right, so let's just roll the video. Take a look at it here now. Okay, you see the character coming, high-fiving everybody as it goes down the street. Gets to those two little girls. It appears to just flat out say no, and you see the little girls and their faces and their heart broken. Now, there was an initial statement the park put out that explained what you just saw. Then they updated that statement to saying that what you just saw is not okay.
Sesame Street, a place of inclusion and learning for generations of kids. But Sesame Place, the theme park based on characters from the iconic children's TV show, is issuing an apology this morning after backlash from this video showing two young black girls seemingly snubbed by a performer dressed as Rosita at the Sesame Place theme park near Philadelphia.
When he got to my children, he, as you can see in the video, just told them no and kept on moving. And then I had stopped the video because I was upset. But after that, he proceeded to hug another girl of a different race.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that some people, this character only excuse me, sees at his level, because there was somebody that were the same size right before the guy. There was another little girl the same size as the two other little girls, but he chose to, this character, Rosita, chose to, I don't understand. I'm not sure what kind of excuse there would be for that. But hold on.
And to me, it's like, so the kids automatically were like, as you could see in the video, they were, you know, upset.
The character of Rosita seeming to shake her finger no before passing by the two little girls.
They're thinking that they did something wrong when they did absolutely nothing wrong, and then to see other children be acknowledged and then you're not acknowledged.
Sesame Place initially released a statement saying that the costumes characters wear sometimes make it difficult for them to see, adding the Rosita performer did not intentionally ignore the girls and is devastated about the misunderstanding. But that statement wasn't good enough for many on social media who expressed outrage. One user writing, "Nothing can undo how these babies were made to feel in this moment. The looks on their faces are so heartbreaking." Singer Kelly Rowland helped draw attention to the issue, speaking about the video on her Instagram.
And did you see that baby's face at the end, the little one with the pink on? She deserves an explanation.
Now, other parents are sharing their own videos that they say show similar instances of their children being treated rudely compared to others, all seeming to show similar bias by characters at the park.
These are innocent children, and the job of the character is to bring joy to the kids and to, you know, acknowledge them. And I'm kind of happy that it went viral, because now it brings light to a situation that we shouldn't have anyway.
As a result, Sesame Place has issued a second statement saying that they are committed to making this right, adding they will conduct training for our employees so they better understand, recognize, and deliver an inclusive, equitable, and entertaining experience for our guests.
And you all, in that initial statement, they also explained that the character was actually waving off a family that wanted them to take a picture with the baby, which the characters aren't allowed to do. That was a part of the explanation as well. Look, the family and their attorney is going to have a press conference here in New York today, but the little girl's 6 years old. I mean, no matter where you come down on interpretation, the little hearts were broken. And the girls are so sad. They said they've actually gotten counseling for the girls right now, and they've just been surrounded by family with the support for now. So we just want to make sure
There's
they're
so
okay.
much, it couldn't.
Well, I guess there was a family that wanted, like he said, to take a picture, and he said no, but he still could have said no to that family, the character, and still, you know, high five the two little girls. But there could be lots of excuses, you know, but to me, it still doesn't take away from the hurt. You know what I mean? That's just, and then, like I said, there is another video out there where that same character did the same thing to someone else. So that's just what I'm saying. There's things like this that happen in the world, and you have to call attention to it, you guys. You cannot just ignore it. And people can call you whatever they want. They can call you Karen, whatever. And also they say Karen are, if you ever seen that movie Karen, they say that Karens are normally racist, but I think that you have people who literally use different terms to be dismissive and to say, how would you feel? But let's put it that way. If your kid was at a Sesame Street show and excuse me, that character shook other people's hand, but when your little girls are waving their hand like, wait, here's me, and they say no. We all have that special spot for our children. You know what I mean? So it's things like this. You're right, koala lover, unacceptable. But I'm a mess. But on the same note, maybe she didn't see them. I don't know. It doesn't look like that to me. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I love Rosita. I do. So it was really sad to see those little babies feel like they were just dismissed. I'd beat that. I think most people would. If you see that and that happens to your child, no matter what, we're all mama bears and papa bears over our children. So of course you're going to be upset, But what I'm saying is that I think what's important to know about this whole entire situation, even with the Halle Bailey thing, is she is an absolutely beautiful young woman. Her voice is like no other. And if you guys don't know, my kids, if you guys don't know, Beyonce is the one who discovered them on YouTube because they were singing a Beyonce song. And these girls, Haley and Chloe, have been working their ass off for a long time, and they're finally at a place in their career where so many wonderful opportunities are happening. So I think what makes me the most infuriated is that she worked so hard to get to this point, and you have people who are trying to take the beauty out of this, who are trying to, I don't want to get upset again, who are trying to take the joy out of this. And it's sad, and it's something that I couldn't ignore, and it's something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. There are some people who feel very strongly that The Little Mermaid should not have been played by a Black woman. And to be honest with you guys, it's not just white people who feel this way. Some Black people do too. However, there's a difference between being respectful and saying, I just think that they should have, casted a white woman for this role instead of race swapping or whatever. Race swapping is not a good term to use, in my opinion, but there have been many people who have been very respectful and said, look, I just wish that they would have kept a white woman as the role. But I still think it's amazing that Haley has been given this opportunity, and I hope that she succeeds with it. Like I said, there are people who handle it very respectfully, and then there are people who are making memes, very, very racist memes, and showing their true colors of who they really are. Okay? And it's sad to see how some people are, that you would never have thought were that way. And it just pisses me off because at the end of the day, she is a nice young lady who keeps to herself. She doesn't get in any kind of controversy. She's not problematic at all. Her sister Chloe kind of is. She's more like provocative, Chloe is, but they're both very, very beautiful young ladies. And I just feel bad for her when you see that a new trailer that you have coming out, that you have spent such a long time working on this movie, giving it your all, and then you have people who are disliking it just to make sure that people, all pretty much just to make their own statements. And the statement is, no Black woman should be playing this role. Now, if you feel so passionately about a fictional, mythical character, fine. Just don't watch it. It's very simple. There are many times, even as an adult, that I have watched different shows, just like lovely Teaya says. I don't know if you guys remember Jem and the Holograms, but when they recreated that movie, I was right along with lovely Teaya. I did not watch that movie because if you noticed, the new characters that they chose for Jem and the Holograms, and I used to love Jem and the Holograms, but the new character that they chose, the Black woman, was very light-skinned. However, Jem growing up, there was no light-skinned Black woman. She was actually a dark-skinned Black woman. Okay? So I felt some type of way about that. So I just didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make a big deal about it. I didn't say, well, they should have casted this person or they should have casted that person. I just said, you know what? I'm just not going to watch it. Or when, what the hell is that girl's name? Oh my gosh. She played, hold on. I got to look this up. Hold on one second. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got her name right. So when Zoe Saldana, whatever, when she played Nina Symone, I just didn't watch it. Okay, did I agree with it? Absolutely not. There are so many dark-skinned Black women that would have killed it as Nina Symone. Okay, you guys might not know who I'm talking about. Nina Symone, so many Black women, that dark-skinned Black women that would have killed it, but no, they chose to cast Zoe Saldana and painted her face darker for her to play that role. Did I like that? No. But did I throw up and get all pissed off and boycott the producers? No. I didn't, because karma bit them in the ass. Because you want to know what happened? That movie flopped. And all I say is shame on Zoe Saldana for even playing the role. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be a horrible person and say, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I'm boycotting, blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do that. I just don't watch it. So if you don't want to watch something, then don't watch it. Yes, Stranger Clean. So Zoe Saldana is, I think she's biracial, but she's a light-skinned Black woman. And Nina Symone is obviously dark-skinned. So don't get me wrong, I love Zoe Saldana. I don't love her as much anymore because she chose to play this role, and she should have, to me, in my opinion, she should have said no. But she still took the role, and they painted her face. Yes, they gave her more darker complected. They painted her body, everything, because Nina Symone was a very deeper skinned Black woman. So when that happened, of course, I didn't like it, but in the same sense, I just said whatever. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Okay, yeah, she's Puerto Rican, Dominican, and Haitian. Okay, yes. So, you know, she's either way, she's lighter skin, and instead of them just getting a deeper skinned Black woman to play that role. They chose Zoe Saldana, and that's fine. But in the same sense, I didn't like that because I love Nina Simone. So therefore, I just didn't watch the movie. But then you have people, you know, who are taking all of the joy and this huge accomplishment that Haley is an actress, a Black Disney princess, the second Black Disney princess. And I think it's so amazing. I think it's so beautiful. I think it is going to create such an impact, and it already has, for younger Black little girls who get to see a Disney princess that looks just like them. And people are trying to take away from that. And it pisses me off. However, thank you, Stranger Clegan. Love you. But the only thing that I can say is that I hope that people wake up. And if you do see something, you guys, don't be quiet. You know, if you see something on Twitter and somebody making, you know, a racist statement, racist comment, don't be quiet. Say something. And you don't have to say something in a disrespectful way. Just be respectful and say, hey, if you don't want to watch the movie, then don't watch it. But there's no need to be spewing so much hate. This young woman doesn't deserve this. This talented, beautiful, educated woman does not deserve this. And yeah, just please use your voice. Don't be quiet about it if you see it. You know what I mean? Oh, type something, make a post, whatever. Let people know how you feel about the situation. Fun fact, there are more Black and people of color than white, whatever that is, on the planet by, well, millions and millions and millions. That is a fun fact, Dave. Nina Simone movie was a non-fictional movie for adults versus The Little Mermaid. I rest my case. I agree. Like I said, I just didn't watch it, but in the same sense, this is a fictional character. Like, get over it. I understand people have a huge passion for The Little Mermaid. Okay, I understand. But please quit spewing so much hate. This young lady does not deserve this. And at the end of the day, and we will get deeper into this, but if you go back to like Oshun and Yemaya, then you would understand where the Little Mermaid actually came from. Okay. I want to know, Teaya. Secrets are always looking like a snack. Oh, thank you, B Crunk. No secret. I just love doing makeup. That's all. Ancestry says I'm 18% African. I was like, Mom, I need an explanation. Thank you so much, B Crunk. But thank you guys. Stranger Clegan, well, she got timed out twice because she was not being so nice. Who wasn't being nice? I thought everyone was being nice and respectful. Thank you to my amazing mods for holding it down. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Faith. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for listening to me. Sorry, I got a little bit emotional. But it makes me mad. It really does. And it makes me sad because I just wish people weren't so hateful. That's all. And I wish that, yeah, everyone, I thought, oh, well, who was it? Just send me a message, Sparkle. But yeah, Stranger Clegan, that was hard to watch because then you have so many people trying to take away from it. But we're going to celebrate it. And congratulations to Halle Bailey for being the second Black Disney princess. And I know she's going to kill it. She has the most beautiful voice. She is gorgeous. Her smile lights up a room. And like I said, her voice, like I cannot wait to see this movie. I will be going the first person in line in the theaters to see it. So if you guys see all of this hate that's being spewed, please say something, especially because I know how all of you guys feel. And I appreciate you guys for having an open mind and listening to me, even if you cannot understand because you haven't been there. I appreciate you guys being open-minded enough to understand that this is not something that I'm spewing. This is something that I'm bringing awareness to. This is something showing you guys, look at all the hate that still exists in this world over a fictional character. Okay? Ridiculous. But I'm going to let you guys go and get some sleep. Make sure you're here tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting tomorrow. I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say about where I stand with things, and I also have a lot to say about certain creators. Because defending Katie Joy when you were once screaming at Katie Joy is just, make it make sense. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing night, and I love y'all. Thank you for being so right. Wait, the Little Mermaid isn't real? Nope. As always, Tia, thank you for educating, sharing. Thank you so much, Rianne. I can't wait to take my girls. I am so excited. Thank you, Goose. Thank you to all my amazing mods. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for everyone who became a member today. And I love y'all. You guys are amazing. I love getting in here and talking with you guys. It's like hanging out with the greatest people in the world. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I think you guys know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, but just take a wild guess, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. Deuces. Love y'all. Have a good night.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so